guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here to show off the Supra body kit. The car is back from the body shop. It's over here on our paint shop side, and we're going to start preparing it for its paint job. So take a look. Craig, what do you think? I mean,
let me do the stand test. If it holds my weight, we're good.
Don't do that. It's literally taped on. This is the first part out of the mold that Martine has just worked so hard at perfecting. We went back and forth through all the magazine photos and the entire booklet that we built on all the photos that we could capture from the movie and, of course, Craig's original car. You know, as you guys know, this kit that we bought had been copied so many times. It was literally for a different scale car. It was off by inches, and we had to start over again. And in doing so, we made molds, and we made production-ready molds, and the idea is to possibly sell these.
You're being modest about the work that Martine did. These things, right here, this thing was out here like 2.5, 3 inches over
on
here.
Both sides.
On both sides.
I know, it's insane.
Like they were fitting it to a car that had been soaked in water and had swollen.
It's true, yeah.
So that meant pie sectioning all of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, literally, he had to make multiple cuts here and shrink it all down because you have to stay within the headlights.
Yeah, I remember because the last conversation we were talking about how the car had a sharp edge here initially, but it actually rolled under. Now I can feel it rolls under.
Right.
And it's a softer shape.
And the skirts look freaking spot on.
Right.
I mean, these just fit beautifully. And they screw right in place. So right now we're just having it held on by tape.
The side skirts are on point, man. I mean, they're really hard.
Right? I think so. He redid all this angle. He wanted that arch to look just like that. So that took a lot of work. We're still talking about this line right here in the seam, and I think what we're going to end up doing is literally just using seam sealer and fill it in, and then he's going to go back in and make a line in the seam sealer. So when the green goes over that line right there, it'll actually fold in. It won't be smooth. It'll have a line to it.
As my car did.
Yep.
And then the hood?
It fit great. The problem was it's like a book. It's pretty much like this when you open it up. We wanted to make it look like the appearance of a metal hood that's bent over. So he's reshaping the edges to the hood as we speak.
That is your
Look at that. That looks
template.
great. And look at this line, right? He worked on getting that line just perfected right because this was in the wrong angle before. So he brought that line in.
And then you have reference points for where the lowest point of the side skirts are relevant to the wheels.
I mean, that looks spot on.
Right.
Looks spot on.
We'll know for sure once the car's lowered and we have the wheels on the car.
Right.
But yeah, it looks pretty darn good to me. And then rear spats, these were original Bomix.
Right.
So they probably didn't take too much
We
work.
did reshape. We added a little material back here because we wanted them to be more even with the front. Bear in mind the wheels are going to stick out a little bit farther than your car.
Yeah. Be hard pressed to think that they actually created this with CAD back in the day, but maybe.
Also the wing. You know, we've gotten the wing back, and Richard over at B-Side, we provided him with original photos of Craig's car. It took a lot of work to actually fit the brackets. I don't know, what do you call those? Wing stands? These guys, I guess
I've always called these uprights.
Uprights, okay. So he essentially replicated these off of the photos that we provided of Craig's car, and he did a great job. The wheel fitment guy came out to determine exactly what kind of offset we're going to have the wheels rebarreled to. We should have those back in the coming weeks.
And the challenge with this body kit, if you look at it from the back, like right where I'm standing, you got two things to deal with.
That skirt can go in a little bit farther, actually. This skirt can actually, it actually moves in a little bit more, like right there. Yeah.
But this is an aggressive tire size.
Right.
One of the things I disliked about the Bomex kit was the fact that if you take a look at the pictures, if you're shooting it from this way, this rear spat had about an inch, maybe 2 inches sticking out away from the wheel. The tire was tucked out, the tire and wheel package was tucked underneath. And the same thing here, if you're looking from the back, it looked like the offsets were completely wrong for the car.
So I don't know if you noticed, but that bugged the crap out of me. So we resized those.
Okay.
So we pushed the spat in a little bit because exactly what you said, these stuck out way more.
Yeah.
And I hated it.
So did I.
So we corrected that.
And this is a lot better. That's almost straight up and down.
Right.
And what's going on here is this optical illusion. If this had come up all the way there, as they do today, right, like they do in the R35s and certain body kits, then you can go at a really aggressive tire and a really aggressive offset.
That would have been cool if they did that. Had a nice little lip that just kind of fit in there, and you could
I don't know. I feel like it would be kind of some Pep Boys crap. So.
No, I mean, if it's done well.
There are two body kits that I liked for the Mark IV Supra. One was the Duluck, and the other one was the Bomex.
Yeah, the Duluck's nice. Yeah.
Those are the only two I wouldn't want to put it on my car.
Yeah.
And fortunately, Universal said yes to the Bomex, so and that was fine.
You know, Martin has an amazing mold done. He did one provision to the mold on the front that he had to go back and make a change, and he's made that. So we could start spitting these out if you've got people that want them. I just need to sort out with him what the cost is going to be.
What the price is going to be, right.
Now the next step is to get it over to the paint shop side and start perfecting this body. We're making progress. These things take time. And as you guys know, we've got other builds. We've got the Toretto Charger that's over at the body shop, and that should be coming this way soon. The plan was to have that blocked and prepped so these can be painted kind of at the same time. But what we suspect is going to happen is this car is going to be ready for the graphics before the engine's installed. So what we're likely going to do is tow this over to the graphics guy. He's in HB?
No.
Where is he?
San Diego.
Oh, San Diego.
They used to be in HB. Okay. Now they're in San Diego.
So long drive to San Diego, but that's okay. You know, you could take the Racer's Edge Lightning. We've got a race trailer we'll hook up to the back of that. But it'll be fun seeing this thing with its wheels and its graphics on it. I will say we'll have an opportunity to start fitting the interior. Since most of the interior components are there, the only thing that we are going to have to sort out is, like you mentioned, the adapter for the steering wheel.
Yeah, easy peasy
and that plate. So a couple of those little details, but at least we can get the seats, the door panels, you know, the gauges that we already have in place installed. And the only thing that's going to be a little bit of a hold up is where I'm going to need your help again. Is fitting the amps and all the back end.
So,
we got to find someone that can build that stuff
there's
out for us.
there's a place down by me that did my BMW M3 back in the day, and they did a really great job. I spec'd it out. When I say spec'd it out, I drew it out, and here's what I want to go here, and then I relied on the professional at Kenwood to give me, these are the equipment you need, all kinds of. So I sketched it all off, and then built it exactly that way.
All right.
So if they're still doing that work, and they're right down the road from me, and I can go down there. Yeah, right down the road. I can go check on them daily if I need to.
Well, what's so cool is you have all the magazines, and we have that book we built.
Not only the magazines, we have 50 photos of the trunk, and the two people that worked on it, Dwayne from Audio Options and Donald Shrum, they said if they need any help, we need any help to figure out what goes where and why, that Donald will be happy to participate.
Fantastic.
So
yeah, man. So
these are the original people who put the stuff in.
Okay.
So
all right, I'm going to probably need you down here in a couple weeks, because the idea is you and I are going to put the sealer on this car.
Okay.
It'll be fun. We'll put the sealer on it, and then of course we'll let that harden up a little bit, and we're going to put our final paint on it, and then we're going to let it sit. We're in winter months right now, so hopefully in the coming months it'll start warming up, and we'll let this thing harden up a little bit, move, then finally do our color sand and buff, then we'll send it out for graphics.
Right.
Once that's done, I can't remember, I have to look, but if I remember correctly, all the graphics are away from the window glass, right? There's no tucking of vinyl underneath the glass.
Nope.
Okay, so we can pre-fit all the window glass.
Absolutely right.
All right, guys, so this is going to wrap up this short video of our build here on the Supra. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like what you see, and don't forget to comment. We read all of your comments. Make sure you give Craig Lieberman a follow and check out his videos. He is partnering with us, and this is really exciting to see it come to this level. I don't know about you, dude, but it's kind of cool seeing it with the wing.
If I'm being honest, this is taking way too long.
I know, of course you are.
Way too long.
Of course it is.
This pandemic stuff, I'm over it, man.
I know.
We need to get moving.
I know. We're at the hands of those who are tying up our parts. But
so many people are helping us out. So many people. So thank you for that.
Thanks for that, guys. So stay tuned. More to follow.